Hey, this is going to be a real quick and dirty description of how to add grooves to a MIDI clip. This is something that's unique to Ableton. I'm going to start by taking like 4 bars of my bass line here. Let's listen to it. Not really thrilled about how straight that sounds. It's very mechanical. So I'm going to loop this so I can hear it over and over again, and we're going to listen to it while I do some things to it using grooves, which is something we haven't talked about yet. So I'm going to let this run. The way this works is down here in the clip, I've got the bass clip selected, so it's the computer's thinking about everything in this clip, all of these eighth notes, and they're just going very steady, da 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 da, with no variation. Well, what grooves allow you to do is add some variation to the velocities of the notes and also the timing of the notes so that they sound a little more human. You can add humanization to the playback. So the way you get there, let me close all this so you can see how to get there from scratch. Go over to packs, over in your places, go to core library, and go down to swing and groove and open that up. And you have all these grooves listed in here that are various styles, and also various grooves from other programs. Logic, MPC. MPC is a popular rap and hip-hop sampler. And then swing grooves, rock grooves, etc., etc. And then quantizing grooves, which a lot of people use just to fix things that have gone wrong. If you've played something in with keyboard, you can actually quantize everything down here. If you select a note, quantization basically takes the beginnings and endings of your notes and moves them to the closest grid bar, so that if you play something out of time, you can go back and put it back in time. So it fixes sloppy playing and makes it perfect, but perfect can sound too mechanical. So I'm going to click on one of these MIDI notes, hit Command A, that selects all of the MIDI notes, and then I'm going to right click, and it shows you don't want to hit quantize right away because you don't know what quantization you're set to. So hit quantize settings first. I know that I don't have any values smaller than an eighth note in all of this bass playing, so I know I can safely quantize to an eighth note, and it gives you other versions of, or other quantization levels. You can quantize to a quarter note, quantize to whatever your current grid setting is, that is down here, eighth note triplet, eighth note plus eighth note triplet, etc., etc. So you can get to finer and finer slices of quantization. So this was already, I put all these in with the mouse, so they're already perfectly quantized. But let's say I had played it in on the keyboard and the notes weren't perfect. I'll select them all, select 1/8. Do I want to adjust the note's start point or the note's ending point, or both? So it's adjusting both the front and the back of the note to the grid. And then how much do I want to fix it? Because sometimes you might you want to maintain some of the, like, so let's say you played something in on keyboard and you want to maintain some of the human element. You might, but it's a little too sloppy. You might only want to quantize it, a lower percent. We're going to quantize 100%. And if I had had any notes that had been out a little bit, it would fix them. Here, I'll give you a little demonstration. I'm going to pull one of these notes out. That's pulling all of them. Let's select one note. Okay, let's say I had played that note early. If I apply quantization, it fixes that note back. So imagine you had a bunch of notes all over the place that were slightly out of time. Quantization would fix all of those for you. So back to groove. If I select all of these notes, again using Command A to select everything, I can apply a groove. So let's open up groove here and pick a groove to apply. So I'm going to let it play back and try a bunch of different grooves. Once you commit, you can see how it's changed you can see the change in the velocities, and it's changing those velocities all the way down the line, all the way through the entire piece. So it has now applied that groove to the entire piece. It looks like it also pulled them off just a little bit from straight on eighth note. See, this one runs a little bit overboard, and this one, so this makes this note start a little bit late, and that one starts a little early, so it changes the feel of the bass line. Turn it up some so you can hear it better. So you can try your hand at a bunch of different grooves. If you want to add more grooves to your possible list, I'm going to undo that one for a minute. Just Control Z or Command Z, Control Z on a Mac, Control Z on a PC, Command Z on a Mac. That undoes it, and you can add more grooves to the pool to select from. Let's say I wanted to add all of these: hip hop 2, hip hop 3, etc. So that's added all of those to my pool to choose from. So let's go with none and listen. And as soon as I commit, it's going to apply those changes to all of those velocities. But I'm going to undo that for now. So that's how you apply a groove to something to make it a little more human sounding. One word I wanted to add too: try to resist the temptation. Try to resist the temptation to go in and start doing a whole lot of detail work. Like, we're not going to add any effects to these instruments yet. I did put a little bit of reverb on the drums, but we're not doing a whole lot of things with effects yet. It's more important to get all the tracking done. Remember, we talked about the recording process where you track first, then you edit, then you mix down. Effects come in the editing and mixing down process, not in the tracking process, so we don't want to mess with that yet. It can be easy to get bogged down with details when you've got other tracks that still need to be recorded. So forego trying to mess around with effects just yet, and just try to get good sounding tracks, just the raw material. Don't worry that they sound too mechanical or that they sound too computerized. We can fix all that later. So there you go. Try some grooves on.